Russell, given that in the last month or so results had picked up a bit, that must make it even more disappointing to take a result like that.
Yeah, exactly that, Simon. A huge disappointment because there haven't been many over recent weeks, and even in the first half, probably most of us didn't see that coming, but they were ruthless in the way they took their chances, and certainly when we had those windows of opportunity, we weren't ruthless. And you know, in terms of having a solid structure to play off, defensively I'm talking, which was important that we had that. We let that go. And that's not been our hallmark over recent games, where we've been resilient and difficult to beat.
When you look at their goals, Gudjonsson and the two finishes from Craig Davies, is that the level and the standard of player that you in this squad need, quite frankly, to get out of this division? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what they've got a wealth of experience, haven't they? And their finishing was clinical. There's no doubt about that. And today, that proved to be the difference. Would things have been different for you had you had Kenwyn?
Yeah, we could say that, couldn't we? Because you know, we were getting balls into the box, some with quality and some not with quality. But we're missing one or two of our players, or possible players at the minute, in Kiko and Makeda being out, and Revell obviously was a blow with him limping off, and obviously we've lost Kenwyn now as well. So yeah, I mean in terms of that, Joe's coming back, but he's going to take time. It wasn't on the script to put him on after 38 minutes.
The fact is, it's difficult for you to get results, isn't it, without your top goal scorer?
Well, it could be. We managed to get a great goal on Saturday, of course, at Reading. And there are others that are capable of scoring, there's no doubt about that. But hopefully we'll have Connor back in contention on Saturday.
You get a lot of the flack as the man in charge from supporters. Is that entirely fair, given the cost-cutting measures that you have to put up with as manager?
Well, all I would say to that, Simon, is kind of when you're regrouping, restructuring, you're going to have your ups and downs. I've said that, and today obviously is one of those down days, on the back of four, you know, really strong performances by and large. So that's a disappointment. What we need to do is respond to that, and as a group, as a football club, bounce back. It's all about responding to those situations. We can't control it now. It's happened. We're disappointed with it. Of course, we're disappointed with it. It's a blow. Because we wanted to finish the season in good style, and we still can, and it's all about that recovering now and preparing ourselves, dusting ourselves down and going again.
Just one fan on the final whistle came up to where we were sitting in the press area with a big Slade out banner. When you see and hear things like that, does it hurt?
Well, obviously you want your fans to be behind the football club. That's important. You want everybody pulling in the same direction, but again, that's something I can't control, Simon. So, you know, people are entitled to their opinion, and that's the way it is. And sometimes this job is a difficult one when things go well.
Russell, how can you win the fans over? A lot are not convinced so far about what's going on. You've had decent results, but they're still wanting to see better performances.
Yeah, well, so do I. But it's a process, Terry. It's a process. It's not all going to happen. And I did say there'd be ups and downs. I did say we're improving, and I do think we're improving. But today is a bitter disappointment.
You've got a big problem in attack at the moment when you have to pair up Doyle and McElhaney. It's a difficult dynamic to get used to today. Mason and Doyle, and then Mason and Harris.
Yeah, sometimes you're not able to get the right combination. That's what you're saying, and I take that point. You know, you want to try and play to your players' strengths, and sometimes that doesn't help the situation, given the game plan that you're going for. No, I take that sometimes. Yeah, I understand that.
Just about to say, prior to kick off, Mehmet Delman had a word with, I think it was with Terry, or put it out there that rubbishing reports of what has been mentioned in Portugal of possibly Bruno Ribeiro coming in as Cardiff manager. Is that disconcerting for you to hear that people are linking? People are being linked with the Cardiff Post when you're still in it?
Well, Simon, you're always going to get speculation. whether it's with regard to players coming and going or whether it's regard to managers coming and going. That's just the way it is in football. You just have to get on with the job, and you know, if you believe 9/10 of what you see, then you know that's down to your own individual choice.
Have you been given like assurances that despite the way this season might end, you're the man for next season?
Yeah, I have. I have, Steve. There's a lot of confidence in what we're trying to do, and we are trying to build something here. But today's a bad day at the office.
How do you get rid of that end of season feel? You know, I wanted to see more fight even when they were 3-0 down, and I thought I didn't really see it. I mean, they were sort of lacking confidence by then, I know. But
well, probably as when you're 2-0 down, 3-0 down. And you know, the games come very quick again, Terry, within 48 hours. And I think if you can get in that position which they've got in, it makes life very difficult for the opposition, you know.
Were you disappointed with the way some of those goals were conceded as well?
Yeah, no, obviously, yeah. We've looked at them and we've been suckered on two of them really. Counter-attacked, as I said, you've got to do it from a solid base, and we left ourselves a little bit open. 2v2 on one occasion.
Had two other great chances, didn't he, as well?
Yeah.
Craig Davies.
No, he has. After the 2-3, they've had another couple of chances, but that doesn't mean to say we didn't create anything, because I think if you look statistically at the shots that we've had today, or situations we've been in at times, we should have helped ourselves to a few goals.
You've targeted the top 10 finish this year. After today's performance, do you reckon that's still achievable?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Have you been given any indication why these Ribeiro rumours have started? Does the club got any idea, or is it just sort of mischief making? Anything behind
Steve,
them?
I don't know. No, I really don't. The source is probably Portugal, isn't it? But I don't know how that's come about. I've no idea.
What's the feeling in the dressing room at the moment among the players?
Well, the feeling, I have to tell you, has been obviously a disappointment today, but it's been excellent. I mean, training has been very good. It's been very positive. Everybody's wanting to finish the season. We hung in there on Saturday, got ourselves a point at Reading on the back of a couple of really good results against Brentford and Bournemouth. But we disappointed. We disappointed because we were below par today. We didn't, in that second half, we're bitterly disappointed with that. So we have to recover from that, as I say. Regroup.
In 6 away, then you've got I think it's two away games to come. So
Yeah. No, well, always look at the positive. I like that, Terry. Yeah, let's try and make it 7. You're right.